Now then, welcome back to the Done in 60 Days server. I'm here in my factory because I'm on a bit of a mission. I'm here on my own. Lewis isn't around. He's been working on his dirty dungeon over there. And we're just finished a week of episodes, pretty much, of doing the dirty dungeon. And I've been doing a few bits and pieces while those episodes have been running. I've had a lot of important things to do this week, so I've done a bit on here, and I've done a bit with Lewis in the dirty dungeon, and left those videos to just play through. And this may be another weekend's worth of episodes, at least, maybe, I don't know yet, I don't know. But let's get cracking straight on so I can get as much done in the next episode or two as possible. Right. Since the last time you looked in here, I set up an Obsidian generator. It is basically running off cheaty power, just the steam turbines, cheaty power. I've got a hardened energy cell so that it could output faster into a magma crucible, which was melting cobblestone down into lava, right? And also the water is going up and into the igneous extruder to use the water and the lava to make obsidian. So the lava's coming in from here and literally just exiting to the side into that. So I've got a cobblestone generator, pushing cobblestone into here, generating lava, which goes into here, which then the water and the lava makes obsidian, and then the obsidian goes down into a chest. And we don't need a lot, so I blocked the chest with cobblestone and put... So I've got one stack of obsidian in there, and one stack of obsidian in there. As soon as I use a bit of obsidian, it will obviously all kick in and start doing again, and carry on. This battery is just sort of like the overflow so that it can quickly replace the obsidian, and then steadily replace the energy that it's used. Right? So that's just sort of like obsidian on tap. So to go along with this sort of lines, where we've got cobblestone, smooth stone, gravel, sand, glass. Just all of it always available. We've now got obsidian always available as well. It's just the server will make this stuff for us while we're not here. I've changed the input chest to an ender chest, which came from the quarry. You probably saw that. The quarry, however, has been taken down, and this first stage here is a bit dank for quarrying. It gave us a lot of server lag because in that first stage there were oil fields and lightning strikes and all sorts of terrible things were happening. And just notice that, right? Watch this, right? All the thermal expansion gear, the sky through the roof looks all normal, but as soon as I go over that, the lighting changes. Boink. Can't sneak up on it. As soon as I go over it, it changes. It's weird. Watch the lighting change. Lighting change. It's crazy. I don't know what it is, but, well, it doesn't affect us, does it? So the quarry was doing all the same stuff as it was doing, processing all the ores, all the stuff was coming across here, being sorted, and one quarry has had three outputs. One output there for the ores to get processed and make all of this, and I think I took a bit out here and there to store in our main storage, but this is all from just that one massive quarry load. So I've turned the quarry off because we've got loads. I did put a few bits in here as well. Over here we've got the same ender chest, white, pulling out Certis quartz, peridots, rubies, sapphires and quantum dust, all the gems. And this one's doing diamonds, coal, lapis and raw silicon. It was also doing redstone up until 10 minutes ago when I finished setting this up. So it's got all of this from the quarry as well. We've got some glowstone dust in there. I don't know where that came from actually. That's not actually from the quarry. Everything else is quarried. And that is probably where the glowstone dust should have been kept. I've taken all of the coal out. I even had to make coal blocks in order to store it all. I took all the redstone out, and I had to take redstone blocks because to store it all. And I've started using the redstone over here. As you can see, it's now liquid redstone. It's another cheaty power. More cheaty power. So it's another slow process, but it's always there, right? So quarry's been really useful. And now we've got the dirty farm, which I've got a green ender chest up here. Currently, it's got ender pearls in it, but I brought those ender pearls up. I brought them up because we haven't got a green ender chest down in Lewis's dirty dungeon right now. I haven't got the cactus. I just grabbed a bit of cactus and decided green, 4 ender pearls would do it. So, again, these machines take power. They take a fair bit of power to do what they've got to do, right? But the cheaty power will just keep them topped up over time while the server's running and we're not here, right? So I've got it so that it'll automatically pull redstone from a chest. That redstone chest is currently white, so it's straight from the quarry. But I probably need another way of getting rid of redstone out of there, so maybe make it red or something, right? Green, red, and have something sorting stuff out, which is what I'm doing this first episode. But this is a very simple process, right? We've got ender pearls coming in through the chest, being pulled out by the item duct, which is not filtered or anything. It just auto pulls. I could filter only ender pearls if we decide to put something else in green. But as that's the only thing I'm thinking of putting in there, and putting one of those on the back of the Enderman farm, it should only ever be ender pearls in there, which will pull out into here. That will then melt down in the magma crucible to make resonant ender, which goes down into the tank to give us a backup supply, which then gets pulled out via fluid ducts into a fluid transposer. So if I use resident ender from this fluid transposer for anything at all, it will get replaced by the tank quickly, and then over time it will slowly, because it takes a bit of power, like I say, it will slowly refill, and those cheaty power sources will keep that system running while we're offline. The same is true with the redstone, same setup, so that when I need redstone for redstone power energy conduits, I can just get some there. This is mainly for that redstone energy frame filling, energy duct filling, and this is for the tesseract filling. So I've got it set up to process ready for when I want tesseracts, which may be coming soon. Alright, maybe coming soon. Oh, did I show you this? The nullifier. Oh yeah, the nullifier was in an episode last week, wasn't it? The nullifier basically is been pulling out cobblestone, gravel, blah 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 blah, all the rubbish. And I've also put seeds in there at the minute because Lewis's farm had far too many seeds, so I kept coming and just dumping an inventory full of seeds in there to nullify them off. Since installed deep storage over there, so that's that done now. Alright then, so what I want to do now is, because the quarry has found so much Certis quartz, I gotta make an AE system. I've just gotta. I'm gonna take a few of them as well. Let's actually only take, what, 10? 10 will do it, yeah. Just so I've got some diamonds for the applied ENERJIZTICS. I also went out and got a bit of nether quartz, because I know I'm going to need that for the applied ENERJIZTICS. I'm going to need to do some pulverizing of things and stuff. But really, this is getting a bit cramped now. So let's say take all the iron out of there and stick all the iron into here. Boom, I've got some left over, because those are only small chests, really. But that's a lot of iron. We don't really need a lot more iron, do we? And then we've got all this lead and all this tin and all this copper, and we've got all the other stuffs and things. Well, that's all cool having all that stuff, but the storage system is not right in here. This is all our temporary storage. I want to get an AE system set up for the complete solution and have an ender chest here that sends stuff over. I might actually do something underground for galactic craft and big reactors and things like that. Something a bit more high-tech than the dirty dungeon, but my own sort of dirty dungeon as it were. A little bit more clean and high-tech, maybe, with Applied Energistics. And actually start the Applied Energistics system in here. Because I think about picking all this stuff out of chests and things. Like I could have Applied Energistics attached via the underside of these to have these as storage buses. So it's got the cobblestone in its system, it's got the smooth stone in its system, it's got the gravel in its system, it's got the sand. All of the things that we've got here would be in the system. We still have the input chest doing all this, but maybe the AE system would just take it all at the end there, and maybe have access to this chest in case we need to pull anything out in the meantime. I could also potentially put stuff into this chest to get it processed by the AE system. And maybe change these around to put these on the back, and then have the AE system actually put stuff into those to auto-craft. It's all potential, but I was sort of leaving this as thermal expansion factory. But, well, we'll see how we go. I'm going to want quite a lot of Applied Energistics, and as soon as I run out of these crystals and materials, I'm going to get another quarry on the go to get started. So, let's see. I know I'm going to need some gold. Probably going to need some iron. Not likely electrum. I've got another ender chest in there. Lead, silver, tin, copper. Don't think I need any of that. Maybe need some redstone. Yeah, there's a good start. Some wood and some sticks. And some mossy cobble. No, I don't need any more mossy cobble. Just get that. Right, so let us begin with the GUI crafting of Applied Energistics. I'm probably going to be cutting Applied. There we go. At app. There we go. Now, in this version of Applied Energistics, because I've now seen Applied Energistics 2 for 1.7.2, and it looks absolutely awesome. But in this version, the version that I pretty much understand, we've got very simple system, right? It's pretty simple, even if I do say so myself. And what I'm going to have to make is one of these controllers to get the ball rolling. That's what receives the power in the first place. Bit of iron. That's advanced processor, which requires... hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Wait up. That didn't happen before. That's better. A redstone in an assembly table. Oh, it's been mixed with buildcraft in here. Oh, I didn't know that. I was expecting it to be fairly simple just to make that out of this. And then what's the uses of that? Oh, I see what it is. The diamond there, I can make that, which is the normal recipe for making one, and then cook that up to make one of these. But the recipe for that now is I could also use a Buildcraft diamond chipset. I've not seen that before with Buildcraft setup. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. The other way is the standard thing, but in assembly table. Ooh, that's interesting to know. I'm not going to set myself up a Buildcraft assembly table up here, but I may set myself another place. I suppose a Buildcraft assembly table around here would be cool, but no, I'm gonna leave this for a bit of more of auto processing. Leave this so the factory just auto processes stuff and actually build a bigger place below ground, which is also going to be my galactic craft area as well. So I want to try and use Applied Energistics to help feed and maintain big reactors and galactic craft and things like that. Stuff that I've not played with before. I'm used to Applied Energistics and I know what it can do. And now I've got all the stuff, I should be able to make it. So we're going to make some of these like this. So we may as well make a few of those right now. May as well make as many as I've got redstone because I know I'm going to use them. That's only 24 there. But that'll do for that. Which means that I can virtually make that straight away, which is the basis of the controller. The ME drives, normally I don't go with ME drives straight away. Normally I go with ME chests, which are cheaper. ME drive is okay though, and then I've still got to put discs in it. So I might do the drive, get a drive on the go so that I can get some 1K storage storage drives. They're the basics, but I like having lots of types of stuff, which is cool. So having lots of types of stuff is better. I might have one dedicated one for ores, like maybe a 16K will do. So I'll make some of those up as well. I also gonna need to make myself access terminals, which these are easy enough to make as well. A bit of nether quartz there. The flux dust is nether quartz dust, and some redstone. So I've got that decent amount of nether quartz, which I'm going to need to do some with that. But I've got to be very careful or go out and get some more. So all the things that I need, including potentially an assembly wall for the assembly chamber. That's fairly cheap to make. I've got all of the glass that I need. I just need a bit more nether quartz maybe. So I might head out and get some more nether quartz. Maybe get a little quarry going in the nether just to start things off over there. And I also plan on building a little bunker thing around here somewhere. It's got to be far enough away from the dirty dungeon. The dirty dungeon comes down and then goes underneath. So I'm going to plot something out and probably set up a quarry just in this sort of area and quarry an area out. I actually don't need it to be massive, so maybe I'll quarry out on this hill over here. Yeah, this would be an awesome Galactic Craft launch platform. Me and Lewis did decide that this would be a good place for Galactic Craft to launch. But I want a hole in the ground. I want to dig down and get something going on downstairs. So I'm going to go and start all the crafting and sorting, and I'll be back with you guys in a moment. Alrighty, that was just a very quick cut. Just while I decided what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do brief cuts so you can see what's going on, so I don't just cut away completely. I'm just deciding on where I want this to be, and I reckon that the center is about here, and I want maybe a 5x5 from here. So maybe, and then 3 out this way. Yep, something like that. And that would be there. That looks like a decent size. Yeah, it sort of reminds me of how I set the place up with Peddy in the Viso Wars underground bunker that I had down there. And I like that. I like that idea. But the only problem was the roof didn't open up by itself. Whereas I think I'm going to work on something towards that in secret. Something cool. Something cool like. I should really not tell you where this is going to be, where this bunker is, but, well, you know. It's the way of the world, isn't it? That's the way I do it. I'm going to use turtles for this, right? Because I can excavate with a turtle, and they will drop off directly into the ender chest, and then anything they dig up will get processed in the factory automatically. So I'm going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I want the turtle to excavate 7. Oh, actually, I should label this guy, because I haven't labelled him yet, and he will not remember his name. Label set Bertie. Okay. Refuel all. Boom. Now his fuel level will be set and remembered. If I break him, he will still have it. Now I'm going to ask him to excavate 7, didn't we say? Yes, 7. So he'll do a 7x7 hole area. Let's get these torches back before he throws them into the chest. Thank you. Come on then. Get off my torch. Yeah, he's got it. He loves torches. He's got 3 of them. Right, I'm having them 3, thank you. Right, so he will do the first sweep. And then he will start digging down and coming back on himself. He's just going to dig, dig, dig. He's going to dig until he hits bedrock. And everything he picks up, he'll bring back up and put into the ender chest. He's got enough coal, I would think, for him to be able to do the whole job. So long as I keep the chunk loaded with me in it, he should continue doing that while I'm setting up over here. So, jump cut. Alright, let's get ourselves a quartz cutting knife. And then we need to make the silicon to make this thing. And the silicon is basically Certis quartz or nether quartz dust cooked up to make silicon. So we're going to use Certis quartz, as that's what I've got the most of. And we can pulverize Certis quartz in order to get the most out of the Certis quartz to make it a sizable amount of Certis dust. And then I can just cook a little bit of dust. Let's go with 10. 10 for now. Get 10 silicon on the go for now. That ought to do it. Got nothing else in there. Alright. Okay. And once we've got that, we can start making all of this sort of stuff. So we can make that, which needs a diamond and a couple of redstone to make the controller. I've been thinking about the power that I'm going to need for this as well. And cheaty power is just not going to be enough. This is a fairly decent output, and I can probably get it started for a basic storage system at least. But the ultimate goal is going to be something like a big reactor, because we've got all of this yellowite stuff and all that. A big reactor will be awesome to start us going into the big power. I could set up an endothermal pump in the nether, but that keeps a chunk loaded, and I could then fill it with lava and then use magmatics, which is my normal staple, like thermal expansion magmatic dynamos, which are absolutely awesome. I've also got enough coal in here to do something like a steam dynamo system, which are also pretty awesome. But we've got the cheaty power as well. Cheaty power, though, it takes a little bit to make these things. And each one of these requires a steam dynamo. So I might just make a load of steam dynamos and not make those, and see if I can do that as a basic power source for the system. And start powering the controller with that. Let's see what we got. Have we got it? Yeah, we go. There's a 10. Okay, so let's start with one of these, which is one of them. Oh, come on, give me that. I got diamonds. Let's make 3 of them, because I know I'm actually, let's just make the full 10, because I know I'm going to need them. What was it? Redstone. It's this, which is that. It's redstone on the sides, yeah. Okay. Make 10 of them. I know I can get more diamonds. In fact, that turtle may already be getting the diamonds that I need. So, boom. And jump cut. Alrighty, so I got all that. Now I could be able to make the ME controller. There we go. And I also wanted to make the ME drive, so I'm going to need to make a chest. I'm only going to make 1 drive, though. It's fairly good to go. And I need the gold processors for those, which are the same thing as before, but with gold in them. So we're going to take another 10. Another 10. Yeah, like that. 1 more. And we're going to cook up another 10 of those. I've got to be careful that I don't use too much. That's why I'm doing them slightly rather than like loads and loads. So that needs 2 processors and a chest and a bit of glass. Easy enough to do. But I also going to need access terminals, which requires some of this stuff, which also require them. So I'm going to need at least 1 access terminal. So that's 3 of these, and I'm making 10. Nether quartz dust is the next thing. Pulverizing nether quartz to make nether quartz dust. I'm pretty sure I don't need too many of these, so let's just keep 10 back. In fact, those crystals were all I needed for that, wasn't it? Oh, let's pulverize it. That might help. Pulverize 30. Save 19 back. And then we'll get the pulverized nether quartz in here. When we get that sorted, we've now got 10 more of the silicon sorted. So we can make those up. Get gold in there. Thank you. 10 more silicon. Pop. There we go. Get all them back. Pop that in there. Make 10 of them up. Take this out of here. Thank you very much. Oh man, I love building this AE stuff. It's so awesome. So I did need that for that as well. Okay, let's check this. Let's take out 14 for now, I guess, just to keep us going. Need that, which will be cooked any second, but mostly easy enough to make. Let's get some of those. Thank you. So, an access terminal. Actually, let's just go straight in with a crafting terminal, shall we? Crafting terminal is there, which requires an access terminal anyway. Okay, so we get the access terminal. Boom. Get one of those. I'll probably want more of those, but I've got them ready now anyway. Where was it? Where was it? There, crafting terminal. Crafting bench, storage cell. One of those. Okay, we get a storage cell. I believe the 1K storage also requires a storage cell, so let's get one of those while I'm there as well. Just so I've got it, really. And crafting terminal, yeah, so I need a crafting workbench. I haven't got a crafting table on me because I'm using it. So we've got that, and boom. Should be good. Oh, come on. What am I missing? Am I missing the actual terminal? I don't think I am I? Where did I put that? I don't know. Let's go crafting terminal, access terminal, boom. Oh, I haven't got any cables. Alright, so let's get 6. Well, I'm going to need loads, so let's just get those for now, though. Because I don't want to waste it. I want to be able to auto-craft all this soon enough so I can get what I want when I want it. No, I'm messing it up. There we go, that one. Take one of them. Turn that into a crafting terminal. Oh, come on, what am I missing? Crafting bench, there, that. And a storage cell. Did I use the storage cell? I used the storage cell, didn't I? Storage cell. Pop. We'll have 2 of them then. Okay. That's that. And that is that. And there we go. Okay, so we've got the crafting terminal and the controller. We've got the storage disk, but we need these as well. I get a drive, and I've got 1 disk. So I can at least start storing all the ores with a crafting terminal, so I can make all this stuff quicker and easier. Now, if I set it up in here, then I can tap into some power from over here, say. I could just have a crafting terminal stuff over here and have some juicy power coming over to it. That might be doing it for now, for me. Have some power coming from the leadstone energy cell into that. Have the disk drive and the crafting monitor like that, so that I don't need all the wires and stuff just yet. Stick that into there. This is all very, very basic. And give it some power, which is leadstone. Awesome. I got 4. Rubbish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bada bing, bada bing. Right, and then make that output on the top, like so. Boing. We have power. We have not a lot of power. Buildcraft, industrial craft, universal electric, rotorcraft, applied ENERJIZTICS. Let's go MJs. Let's see how many MJs we're using. It's got a lot of MJs. It's only using a little bit right now because it's only doing all of that stuff. So that 1 storage drive there, right? We can make that do what we want. We can make it store everything here. And then I can start thinking about making a crafting chamber and all that sort of stuff to start building something bigger downstairs. So for now, let's go with partition editor. So I'm going to need another crafting table, right? So I'll grab one of those. No, why I do it like that, really. Partition editor, where did it go? Put it over here. And another one of those, so let's have a look. Have I not got enough for that? What do I need? Oh, need another basic. I need another basic. So let's get some more of the silicon. Oh, no, I've got some more there of those. That's good. I don't need any more. Cool, cool. I thought ahead, you see. I thought ahead of that. There we go. Get one of those. Partition editor. Bop. Have some of that. Right. Now, a partition editor is awesomely useful, right? So I can take this disk out of here and tell it exactly what I want to put on there. So, ores in this case, okay? And I could put gold in there. I can put iron in there. We've got the vanilla ores. Let's put redstone in there. Coal in there. We're basically going to be putting everything in that comes from a quarry. That's the idea. Now I know it's going to be a bit too much right now for it, format, and it gives us all that. But at least I've got the storage capabilities then. So we also want a bit of silver, a bit of lead, a bit of tin, a bit of copper. There's two types of copper. We'll have some ferrous, we'll have some aluminium, we'll have some uranium ore, we'll have some yellowite ore. Yeah, we'll have all of that. Blends. Well, oh, I've run out of space. I've run out of space in my inventory, so we'll carry on setting this up with some aluminium, some ferrous, some copper, some silver, some lead, and the tin. What else did I bring out? I don't know. I'll keep adding to it because you can take this out once you've formatted it. Let's throw that on the floor for a minute. Stick it into there, right? And this then becomes your terminal, and only things that I've got available to the disk that I've got there, only things that I've got on the disk will go in. As you can see, I'm clicking frantically all over the place here. Nothing else will go in there right now. So I can basically do one disk at a time and just throw everything onto that disk. And as you can see here, it's got 12 different types, but only 139 bytes on it. So I'm going to get all of these resources, and I'm going to stick it all onto that disk. So we've got it all on the AE disk system, which means a lot of clicking and a lot of moving stuff around. I could use an import bus. Yes, I could, but I'm not. So, meh. And that, even with all that tin and stuff, still doesn't have the full capacity of ores in the system. Right then, so I'm going to get on with that, and I think we've probably finished this episode with a very basic AE system set up. I don't like where the power cable is and all that sort of stuff, but that's good to go. Right, so let me say goodbye. Oh yeah, smile on the face of the Nemsun with an applied ENERJIZTICS system. I just love them. Thank you very much, and goodbye.